Hello, everyone. Can everyone hear my voice clearly? Please let us know. Let me know in the chat if my voice is breaking up or is it clear for you guys. And I think we will wait for more people to join us for another 2 minutes, I guess, and then I will go ahead and start. Okay, thank you for letting me know. Um, okay. So I'm Peggy from the Quire team, and we are based in Taipei, Taiwan. So it's currently 11:30 for us, and I also have Vicky here with me as well. She will be online in the chat on Microsoft Teams to help me answer any questions during the demo during the webinar later on. So if you guys have any questions, please let us know in the chat. And just before I go ahead and get started, you guys can see the current slide that I'm sharing. So here's a quick some reminders before I go ahead and get started. So the first thing will be that I'm keeping everyone's microphone muted during the session. That way the sound will stay clear for everyone and for the recording as well. So, and also this session is being recorded. So don't worry if you miss anything or if you want to uh, jump out anytime, or if you want to revisit any specific part later. After the session, I will go ahead and send this recording link to you so you can watch it later on. And again, if you have any questions, just let us know in the chat and I will go through them after the webinar ends, or Vicky here with me will help me answer the questions online in the chat. Okay, so here is just a quick tip to help you navigate the Teams interface, just in case you're not familiar with it. So here, if you're using the browser, you can find the chat option at the upper menu bar. And then if you're using the phone, there should be 3 dots for a more options menu, and you will find the chat over there. Okay. And if you would like to turn on the live captions, just in case you want to read instead of hearing my voice, you can turn it on by clicking on the more options and then select show live captions. And then there you can turn it on. So I guess, let me check one more thing. So if everything is clear enough, I think I will go ahead and get started for today's webinar. So the topic that we have prepared for today is actually called Build an Effective Workflow for New Teams in Quire. And for this topic, basically, I will be walking you through how you can set up your projects and organize tasks and subtasks, and make teamwork much more efficient from the get-go, from the start. So whether you are a brand new team just getting started, or your team is just exploring Quire for the new first time, today's session will show you how you can build your workflow inside Quire and help everyone to keep their work aligned and get the most out of Quire's feature. And towards the end, I will also share some quick tips and some I think hidden features that can help you save time and help your team stay productive. So here's the quick agenda. So first, again, I will go ahead and start with understanding help you understand what's Quire's hierarchy and how you can set up your workspace. And then I will move on to creating smart workflows, which I will show you how you can assign tasks, prioritize, and visualize your work in Quire in different ways. And we will also cover how you can collaborate across different projects in Quire. And after that, I will go ahead and dive into document views and charts features for you to let you know like how you can track the project's progress and how you can monitor your project's workflows. And last, I will share some tips on how you can better utilize Quire, including some hidden features. And at the end, there will be a Q&A session for about, I think, 5 minutes, and then I will wrap up. So here's just a quick question for you. So we would like to know like how's everyone is currently working. So our question will be how many tools or platforms are you currently using at work? So we understand and we know that nowadays a lot of teams actually use multiple tools. For example, one for tasks, another for notes maybe, and then maybe something else for communication between team members or time tracking. So it can be a little bit overwhelming to keep everyone in sync. So let us know in the chat like how your team is working and how many tools or platforms that you're currently using at work. So this can help us like understand how many of you are actually juggling between different apps. So hopefully by the end of today's session, we can see like how Quire can help you and bring all those different pieces together. So the first part, I will go ahead and jump into Quire's hierarchy. So this is the very foundation of Quire. So understanding this Quire hierarchy can help you like understand how Quire organize your work because it will set the stage for everything from creating the tasks and subtasks to managing different projects at once. So after you understand this hierarchy, it will become much more easier for you to see the big picture and then to plan out your workflow and then make sure that your team is aligned for your work. So in this chart, you can see that at the very top, you will have the organization, the Quire organization. So this, you can think of it as your entire company or as the department that you're currently in. So this organization is where all your projects will live in. So if you're new to Quire, when you first enter your Quire workspace, actually you will find the Quire organization at the left-hand side in the sidebar. This is where you can easily like switch between different teams or different departments, between different Quire organizations. And if you don't see this sidebar, you can just click on the hamburger icon at the top to open it up. And if you are like me, I prefer to hide it so I can see the most of my workspace. You can just hide it again. So back to this hierarchy chart, you can see underneath the organization, you can see that there are projects, which is the dark green area. So each project is actually where like it represents your specific goal or your milestone. So for example, you might have a project called a marketing campaign or another for product launch. And in this, in your Quire workspace, if you cannot find it, it's also hidden in the sidebar as well. So the hamburger icon, you can open the sidebar, and then underneath organization, you will find your project. So each project will be neatly organized under the organizations. And within each project, you can have tasks. So what the task actually represents the actual work that needs to be done. So if the task is complicated or it's complex, or it involves like multiple steps, you can actually break it down using the subtask feature. Break it down into like a smaller and more actionable item to help you like make the progress more like manageable. So this hierarchy you see actually can help everything like keep everything organized. So no matter it's like a big goal or a small team for your project, you can also always like start from the big topic and then drill it down into details when you need. So for this part, a quick tip that I want everybody to know is that when you first land into Quire Workspace, if you're a new user, after you sign up, the first part that you will land in is actually the project level, not the organization level. So that is a thing that you want to know at the very start. And here's just a short example for our Quire's hierarchy. So on the chart on the screen, you can see that we have a marketing department. So at the top, blue blocks actually represents the organization level, which is the department itself. And then within that department, we break it down into 3 different projects, which are website critic meeting or the social media campaign and the weekly update meeting. And for underneath like social media campaign, you maybe have like tasks called create posts or schedule ads or any other. So tasks can like help you have further details. And underneath the task, within each task, actually, you can have comments or underneath the task, you can break it down into subtasks. So this hierarchy actually allows your team to leave updates, to like collaborate directly inside the tasks without like losing all the notes and information. And then moving on to building the smart workflow. This is where like everything you have organized really comes together, and we will like take a look on how you can create projects and organize your tasks. And at the end of this small part, there will be like how you can use my task to create your own personal agenda as well, which will be like a focused space that help you like prioritize what needs your attention for that day across your different projects. So the first step of building a smart workflow is actually creating the project. So again, you can think of the project like like a goal that your team needs to accomplish. So again, if you cannot find the projects in your Quire workspace, it's hidden in the sidebar at the left-hand side. So you can just hover over the organization, and then there will be a 3 dots icon, and then you can just click on add project to create a new one. So once that is done in each project, you can actually start creating tasks and subtasks to like break down your big project into manageable items. So by doing that, you can like first, you can create a task and click on the plus icon at the right-hand side to create a subtask. So subtasks, again, are perfect for like detailing the steps that needs to be completed for that larger tasks at the top. So you can keep like everything clear and actionable. So on the right-hand side, you can click to open up detail panel over there to add more details, add more information for each task. So for example, you can set priorities, you can set dates, you can add tags so that everyone can know like which tasks are urgent and when they are due or what category the task belongs to. And later on, for the final part, you can like add assignees, so assign the task to team members. So you can help everyone to keep everyone on the same page. So they will know like that they are responsible for that specific tasks. So once you created your tasks, you can head over to the My Tasks part, My Task view to see everything that's related to you. So My Task is actually hidden in the right part, like the top right part in the sidebar as well. So this is like a quick way for you to like easy access your quick overview for your entire work. And here is the part like it will bring all your tasks together to this specific view. And then you can, in this view, you can like group the task by date, or by project. So it depends on how you want to stay organized. And in this view as well, you will see the tasks that are only assigned to you, or the tasks that you have created, or the personal reminders. So the task that doesn't belong to any other project that are only created in this view. So all these tasks are neatly organized here, and you will know like what you need to focus on next. So after creating the projects and after organizing the tasks, here is how you can view your work in different ways. So you can match your own workflow. So in Quire, we actually offer multiple views. Each are designed to help you like visualize your tasks differently. So depending on how you would like to work. So to change the different views in each project, you will find the view icons at the upper right corner in your workspace. So we have list view, board view, timeline view, table view, and calendar view, and also time tracking view. So the list view is actually the perfect way for you to see all the tasks in a detailed list. And this is great for like tracking the progress and checking off the tasks one by one in the list in a hierarchical way. And next, you can change it into the board view. So this board view can help you like manage your task visually using columns. You can move your task from to do to in progress and then to completed. So one of the biggest advantage of using this board view is actually it's perfect for like if you're working in a managing in a work in progress workflow. So you can see that by seeing the tasks in columns, you can easily track like how many tasks are currently being worked on, and you can help to avoid overload. And in this view, you can drag and drop between different columns as the work progresses. So it will be clear on which tasks are stuck at what stage, and which are in progress and which are completed. And for planning over time, we have the timeline view. So this will help you like map out all the tasks and subtasks in a timeline manner. And you can also see the dependencies and the deadlines in one glance. So like I said, you can add dependency by connecting the two different tasks together. So this means that you can indicate that one task must be like completed before another can start. And by visualizing these relationships, you can actually see the scheduling conflicts. You can actually also identify like potential bottlenecks or anything. And if you prefer to use a spreadsheet like layout, we have the table view as well. So in the table view, one of the key features is actually you can create custom fields. So this field will help you like track additional information that is important for your team or for your project. For example, you can track budget for your tasks, you can track different task types, or you can track the client names or any other project specific data. You can also change your project into calendar view, which will give you like a visual snapshot of your tasks by their due dates or start dates. And you can change it to plan your week or month or even year. And lastly, we have a time tracking view. So this is perfect if your team wants to like keep a close eye on how much time each task is spent. So we have two types of built-in timers inside Quire, and the team members can start and stop tracking their time directly for their tasks as they work. And after the time is tracked, it will be automatically recorded in the tasks, and you can review them in this time tracking view. So you can have like a clear overview on how long the tasks and how long the projects are taking. Okay, so moving on to the next part, which is collaborating across different projects. The first feature to help you manage multiple projects is actually the folders. So it can help you like organize multiple projects under one single umbrella, one single organization. So you can think of folder as a high level container where you can like group the related projects together. So for example, you might have a folder for marketing department and another for product launch or another for a specific client account and whatnot. And folder will make it much more easier for you to navigate and manage work across multiple projects. And how you can create a folder is actually first you can navigate to the organization at the sidebar, and then you will see the more options icon when you hover over it, and then you can add the folder over there. So after you give the folder a name, you can drag the projects that are related together and then put it inside the folder. So once you click on the folder, you will see all the tasks that belongs to the different projects in one view. And this way it will keep like the workspace organized and structured, and you can filter it down to see what you want to see. And then aside from folders, we also have a feature called smart folders. So the difference is that using a smart folder, it will allow you to like bring different projects from different departments or different teams or even different organizations together into one place. So this is helpful when you need to track like different goals that are across that spreads across multiple areas or multiple organizations, and you don't need to like switch between different projects. So here is how you can create a smart folder. It's different from creating a folder. To create a smart folder, you need to go into the plus icon at the top right corner of your workspace and then click add smart folder. So after you give that smart folder a name, you need to choose what projects you want to add to that smart folder. It can be different from different organizations. And one thing about the smart folders in Quire is actually you can share with different team members, and you can also manage different permissions for the members as well. So to share the smart folder, after you create it, you will need to go into the drop-down menu at the very top and go ahead and click on Edit Members. So there you will be able to invite team members to that smart folder, and then you will be able to like set permissions for the team member. So for example, you can allow that team member to view only to, or like, for example, you can set them to be able to edit tasks or add new projects to that smart folders. So here you can, by using this like permission feature, you can keep you can like help you protect the sensitive information and streamline the collaborations between your team members. So here is just a quick summary about the smart folders and the folders. So again, smart folders is where you can pull different projects from different organizations into one place, while the regular folders, you can only group the projects within the same organization. And for the next part is organizing and visualizing the information for your projects and for your tasks. So I know that we know that a lot of us like experience the productivity challenges is like working on a project. You will have like the note app open. You will use it. You will use a physical notebook to like take notes, and you will have like other emails to take care of. You will be switching like between different places for all the different information. But using Quire, this will keep everything in one place and help you like stay organized and focus on what you need to get done. So here we have the first feature is where you can help, where you can keep everything organized and help you narrow down your project is actually using the Quire Sublists feature. So we know that like after working on a large project with like multiple team members at once, the main task list, the main project can quickly become like crowded and overwhelming. So this is where like this Quire Sublist feature comes in to help you. So you can create like a personal view for that specific project. And then you can choose to focus on that tasks that matter to you the most. So in each project, you can click on the plus icon at the very top to create a new sublist and select the tasks that you want to be included into that sublist. So the best part is you can also share, choose like how you want to share this sublist. You can keep it private for your own use, or you can share with other team members or share with external team members so everyone can stay aligned. And the next feature is the Quire Documents feature. So this actually solved the problem by giving you like a one place for you to keep all the notes together. So here you can write and organize your notes directly inside Quire alongside your tasks. So you don't need to like switch between different apps and no lost ideas. So here is perfect for you to plan draft plans, or perfect for brainstorm ideas or outline any notes that you want. And the best part is that you can link the task or subtasks here in the document views as well. And here also we offer like variety of formatting options. So you can highlight your key points. For example, you can add headings, you can make your text bold or colored and whatnot. So the easy way to do that is actually by typing / to open up the formatting menu, and then there will be a lot of commands right there, so you don't need to memorize all of them. And again, one of the key features inside Quire document view is that you will be able to refer to the task directly within the document view. So you can link it to the actual tasks inside the project list view, and it can like help you create a live reference. So anyone reading this document can click on the link, click on the task, and go straight to the task to see its updates, to see the subtasks. And one a simple, just click on type in the / again, or use the hashtag symbol to open up this menu, and then you can select the task that you want to reference. So here are some ways that how you can use Quire documents. So one way is using it for your weekly meeting notes. This will keep everything organized in one place, and it can also like provide a clear record of what has been discussed or what decisions were made and what are the actions that needs to be moved forward. And you can easily like track each items and assign it to the members that are responsible for. So again, in this view, in this documents, in this weekly meeting notes, you can refer directly to the tasks from your main view as well. And another great way for documents is to track your KPIs or to manage your work allocations for your team across your organizations. So whether if you're using it for the product team, development team, or marketing team, you can use documents to like track how well your team and each members are performing towards the main goal. And then another example is to use documents to build your company's wiki. So you can turn it into a single place where all your team members can access for all the important information that they will be needing. So this company wiki can actually be built at the organization level. So again, instead of like adding the document view at the project level, you can also add it at the organization level as well. And also for the last example, you can use document view for creating a help center for your team members. So for new team members that joins, they can like quickly access the information that they want in this view, in this document, and help clarify anything that they don't know. So other than like putting general notes inside the document view, you might want to like record like specific details for each individual tasks. So again, like things like budgets or like costs or even task categories, you can use this custom fields feature to help you do that. So you can create the custom fields inside the task detail panel, or you can create a new custom fields in the table view. So for example, you might add one field to track the budgeted amount, and another to track the actual cost. So it's a flexible way for to make the Quire more fitted for your team's workflow. And talking about custom fields, we have a feature called formulas in Quire. So when you are creating a custom field, you will see an option called formula. So actually, this what allows you to like perform automatic calculations based on the values and also based on the information from each task. So for an example, let's say you want to calculate the fixed tax amount for the project budget, for example, you can just type in the total budget times 0.2. And then once this formula is set up, Quire will automatically do the math for you and the results will show up inside the custom fields. And it will actually update in real time. So whenever the information changes, the formula results will changes as well. So for a Quire formula, this is not limited to the custom fields. Actually, you can add formula directly inside the document view that I was talking about. And also you can add it directly inside the task description. So to do that, just type in slash and it will call up a command menu and then choose to add Quire formulas. So here is just a short list on some formulas that we commonly use in Quire. So the first example is actually pretty easy. You can help use formula to like schedule variances for your tasks. So this will need two default fields for the task, which is the time spent and also the estimated time. So in the formula, you can just subtract these two fields and you will know that whether this task is ahead or is it behind schedule. And another example is to help you calculate the total billed amount for that task. So for example, for this, you will need to create a custom fields for the budget per hour. And then in the formula, you will need to time the budget per hour and multiply it by the time spent. And you will give you a final amount. So this in Quire, it will automatically do the calculation for you and you will get the total cost or the billable amount for that task. And another example will be calculating ROI. So here you will need to create two separate custom fields, one for net revenue and then another for cost of investment, and divide the two custom fields together. And you will get the ROI for that project or for that task. So these three are just simple examples for you to inspire you on creating more formulas that match your workflow. But if you want to see more specific or more complicated examples, we do have that inside the guide. So you can go ahead over there and check them out. And so far, we have covered how you can organize with sublists, with documents, with custom fields, and even using the formulas. So next up is how you can like visualize all these informations. So in Quire, we actually have a default chart, which are based in the overview pages inside the projects or at the organizational level. So these default charts can give you like a quick snapshot of the project's progress or trends. So again, these charts are available at the project level and also at the organization level. And it will give you like these charts so you can see like the whole big picture without going through the individual tasks. For example, you can see how many tasks are completed, the upcoming deadlines and milestones and whatnot. But if you're making a report and you can realize that if you want to put your notes with the insights or the charts in one place, actually you can create custom charts inside the document view. So you can put the context and the data together to make reports, and then making it much more easier to make more decisions to act on. So here again, Quire lets you like create customized charts. So in the document view, just type in the slash, and then it will call up the command menu, and then you can add charts over there. So the chart data will actually be based off on the tasks and all the information inside your project. So this means that your chart will reflect the real-time status of the tasks or the priorities or the assignee and all the other details inside the project of the tasks. And for charts, after you create the charts, you will find a filter icon when you hover over it. You can use this filter icon to add another filter to drill the chart down into like a more specific data. So for example, you can filter it by a certain tag or by a certain assignee or any subset of the tasks. So this will allow you to like focus on exactly what matters for that chart. So the summary in this part is actually like you have the project views where you can manage and execute your tasks. And then you can narrow down your project, your big list, into smaller subset lists using the sublist view. And then you all have the document views where you can brainstorm ideas and collect notes. And you will have charts to help you like visualize the insights for your projects. So with Quire, everything will stay connected in this workspace in one single workspace, so your team can stay aligned and get organized. So here, the next part will be the tips and tricks that to help you like better utilize Quire. So the first tip is actually hidden. A lot of our users doesn't know about this. Is there is an advanced mode hidden. So you can actually click on the I key, or if you're using Mac, the Option key for your Mac. When you click on it, when you press it, you will actually see more details icons show up inside your Quire workspace. So you will be able to see like the task IDs. So it makes it much more easier for you to quickly refer your tasks inside the document view. You can just click on the hashtag and enter the task ID to quickly refer it the tasks. You can also see sublists icon, the description icon, the attachment icon, and any other information when you toggle on this advanced mode. So for this, it can help you like quickly preview any information without going into the detail panel. So you don't need to like open up the detail panel and you will know like how many tasks, how many comments are inside each task, and you can go over to check on it. So this is the first tip for Quire. And also the second tip will be task bundle feature inside the board view. So this is probably more hidden. So for this, it actually means that in the list view, Quire will show the full task hierarchy. So the parent tasks and subtasks are nested alongside each other. But when you switch to the board view, this structure will become flat. So each task will appear like their independent task cards. So for some people, they wanted to keep the context and keep the hierarchy inside the board view as well. So you can toggle on the task bundle feature. So to do that, you can click on the board icon again, and it will open up the menu and you can toggle the task bundle feature over there. So when that is enabled, you will be able to see the subtasks visually connected to the parent tasks inside the board So you will see the clear hierarchy without losing the structure. So this is another quick tip for the board view. And for the board view, we have the board swim lane view. So here is actually just grouping your board view by the different categories. So when you do that, it will create like a visual swim lane, so you can make it much more easier to track the progress at one glance. So for example, if you group by assignees, all the tasks for that specific team member will appear under their name. So you can see that clearly who is responsible for what at what stage. And it will help you like stay organized and ensure that nothing is getting overlooked. And another feature hidden from our users a lot of times is actually the approval feature. So for this, you actually will need to open up the detail panel there and then click on the more options icon at the upper right corner. And in that menu, you will be able to see send approval requests. So once that request is sent, what you will see depends on your permissions for your project. So if you have the permission to approve the tasks, you will actually see the three buttons appear in the detail panel. So approve, request change, and reject. So you can take action directly inside that task panel. And if you don't have permission for approvals, you will see an awaiting approval badge that appears. So you will know that this task needs to be like confirmed before going to the next step. And for the approval feature, in Quire, you can actually create different and multiple approval categories for different stages or purposes for your project. So by that, I mean that, for example, you might have one approval category for approving design work, or in your project, another category approval for finalizing the marketing campaign or budget. So using these different categories that will help you like keep your workflow organized and clear. So the team members that belongs to that category can adjust on their own category, and they can see like nothing is missed for the right person at the right time. And another feature for Inquire is that you can share your work with clients or actually third-party members outside your team, the external teams. So you can send a link for that entire project, or while creating that link, you can choose a specific sublist that you want to share. So the best part for this feature is that they don't need to have a Quire account signed up. They can access that project directly through that link. And for this link, you can also set the expiry date. So once that date expires, they won't be able to access all the information, keeping all your sensitive information private for yourself. So for Quire, we also have integrations between Google Calendar. So this works two ways. So you can sync your tasks with Google Calendar and vice versa. So it means that when you make the update inside Quire, it will appear on the Google Calendar, and then any changes made in that calendar, it will update back automatically into Quire as well. And if you want to find this and set up this integration, you can just go ahead and check out our Quire app directory. And then the last tip is that we actually have the ready-to-use templates made from our Quire team. So if you don't know like where you can get started or how you can get started, you can browse the Quire made templates. To do that, you just click on the question mark icon at the upper right corner, and then choose templates. And there you will be able to like browse the different templates that we made and choose one that suits your workflow or your need. And if you want to duplicate it to your own Quire organization, you can do that as well. So you can just click on the drop down menu and then click duplicate. So this will allow you to like quickly get started without building the project from scratch. Okay, so here we will pause for a quick moment. So if you have any questions so far, you can let us know in the chat. That's quite good. Okay, so a new question just appeared. So does Quire integrate with Dropbox? Yes, we do. You can find it in the detail panel. Just click on the attachment icon, and then there you will see the Dropbox option over there. Okay, so another quick question I see here is Google Calendar integration. So actually the Quire Google Calendar integration that I mentioned earlier is a two-way sync. So that is available at the premium level, premium plan. But we also offer one-way sync, which is only one way, Quire from Google from Quire or Quire from Google. These two are available at the professional plan. And I think Vicky also attached the table in the chat, so you can see more details over there. Okay, so yeah, you guys can still leave questions, but I will go ahead and share some things that we added, some features that we added. So one feature that we made addition the latest addition is called the N8N integration. So for this integration, actually you can connect Quire with different apps and set up like automate processes without using any code. So you can find this integration in the Quire app directory. So this is available for all the users. And we also have another addition to Quire is the Power BI integration. So with this integration, you can actually connect Quire as a data source to like create a real-time dashboards, and then it will help you like with the reporting and decision making. So this also can be found in the app directly as well. But this is currently available for the enterprise plan users right now. And the next part is the exciting part, which is what we are currently working on right now. So one new feature that we are currently working on right now is milestones. So this is just a quick sneak peek. So this milestone feature will actually give you another way on how you can visualize your tasks and your projects. So you can see like milestones are like special markers inside your project that can represent like a major achievement or a key checkpoint for your project. You can mark a task as a milestone. So you can easily spot that milestone in the timeline view, in the calendar view, or inside your list view as well. And another feature that we are looking for to add is called the Inside View. So basically, what this is a built-in BI view. So this is designed to help you like transform your raw data into like an easy digest insights for your team members inside your project. So everybody can understand and then act on it. So it will automatically like collect the data from your Quire project without like, so instead of like exporting the spreadsheets or whatnot, you can just see the key metrics inside this inside view directly in Quire. And the next exciting feature that we are currently working on is called the automation feature. So basically, this will let you like set up rules inside Quire and help you like handle like repetitive parts for your workflow. So for example, you'll be able to um, define a trigger or an action, and then you can even add optional conditions if you want to like be more specific. So giving an example is like you can set it so if a task gets a certain tag, an assignee can automatically get assigned to that task. So overall, all these features that we are currently working on, our goal is to help you make more smarter decisions according to the task information, according to the project information, and help you save time. So that wraps up for our webinar for today. So now I guess we won't be moving on to the Q&A session. If there are no further new questions, I think Vicky will help me send the survey for today's webinar in the chat. So please help us take a few minutes to fill out the survey and help us improve or maybe inspire us on what we can talk about next time. And using a few seconds, if you want to know like a quick way to reach out to us, you can definitely email us at feedback@quire.io. But a much more quicker way is to message us using the question mark icon at the top of your workspace. There you will find a message option, and after our team sees the message, we will try to give you answers within 24 hours business days. And then if you want like a personal guidance on if you're new, like you can request a personal guidance on how you can set up your Quire for your big team. Just again, you can use the message button at the top, and then it will take you over to a Calendly link, and then you can schedule a call with us over there. And then if you want to check out all the more specific features or details on your own, we have a few resources. You can check out our Quire feedback community. We have tutorials available as well online. We have our blogs. And lastly, we have our guides, which is much more detailed for all the features available in Quire. And we have previous webinars listed in our YouTube channel. So if you're interested in the previous topics, you can go ahead and check them out over there. And I believe Vicky already helped me paste the survey link right now. So please take a few minutes to help us fill out the survey and help us improve. Okay, so another question that I see, I'm quickly going over the chat right now. So I see a question that Vicky is referring to is, Um, can I see the board icon inside Quire? So actually your board icon is available in the project view, but if you are inside My Tasks, or if you're inside a Smart folder, the board icon will not be available. Okay, so just to be more clear, I will go ahead and change into the Quire workspace view right now. So here in the project, you can see that we have different view icons right here at the upper right corner. So in this project, the board view is actually available. But if you're in My Tasks, or if you're in Smart folder, in a specific Smart folders, the board view icon will not be available. So if you're missing the board view icon, we're guessing that you're in these specific views that I mentioned. So if you guys have any feature requests while using Quire, you can let us know in the chat right now if you can think of any of them right now. But if you cannot come up of any feature requests, you can definitely send them in using the message icon, and we will pass them on into to our team. Okay, so if there are no further questions for us, I think this is the time for us. So thank you for joining us for today. Um, and again, this webinar is recorded. So if you miss anything or any part in the middle, we will send out the recording links to you guys afterwards. So again, thank you for joining. Thank you for your time. And I guess we will see you next time.